Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, home to the Carolina Panthers. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Virginia Cavaliers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
After a few challenging years, Virginia is back on top. A tradition there for the Cavaliers. They went 11-3 in 2025. Tony Elliott continues to build a winner. Getting to the ACC championship game last season, they believe they can keep continuity on competition rolling for the Cavs. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Virginia's offense will have the football first. And now here comes Peyton Lewis, the former Tennessee Volunteer. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Holstein. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Cavaliers are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Holstein. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Mountaineers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. It's complete to the right. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they...
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. And they hope for much, much more on that fake punt. Great job by the special teams being ready for the fake. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
The RPO, it's complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Hawkins. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cook. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense set for a first down play. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. It's sacked. Finally, they get him out of bounds, and what a big pickup there as they get the first down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Can't get him to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Might be calling a hot route. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Cook. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the Mountaineers want to move quickly. Throwing, Hawkins. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They marched 78 yards down the field. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Holstein, caught behind the line. It's Martin. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Lewis. And the defense drags him down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the Cavaliers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Stealing a score on special teams. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Can they catch him? Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Eli Holstein to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein.
You know, as an offense, you've got to do a better job pass protecting, and you've got to start thinking about max protection at this point of the game, because if you don't get hats on hats, your quarterback goes down on his own 2-yard line. You're lucky you didn't give up a safety.
He's got it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. To the air, it's Hawkins. Going for it all. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Well, he put that right where his guy was the only one that could catch it, didn't he?
Yeah, great accuracy, and this is one of those throws that the fade route, you can throw it anywhere on the field, anytime. QBs warm up with this route, for goodness sakes. They always know how to throw. It's one of the first routes you learn to throw as a quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Wide receiver going in motion. The give. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Here's Holstein to throw. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. And the Cavaliers getting set on 1st and 10. They go play action with Holstein. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Cavaliers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running it to the right. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. And the Cavaliers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, Holstein. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Move. To the air, it's Holstein. Quickly to the flat, and the wide receiver screen. Knocked down for the tackle.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! Some much-needed life for this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in. And great start, keep chipping away.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll bring it out. It's Weaver. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up. These guys
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Michael Hawkins rushes on him. Still running at the 40. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Rolled his way into the end zone.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Courtney. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cavaliers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Holstein. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Hawkins. Caught in the backfield, it's Cook. Looking for room at the 40. Snags it, and he's open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And some offenses you'll see, they'll get conservative right before the half, especially with the lead. Take it to the half, and you're in good shape. I love it with this offense, man. No, we're not done yet. Like, we trust our guys. Trust your QB there to make a play, and he does. Big play down the field. Already leading, and now hungry for some more.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Makes the grab. It's Epps. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give, it's Cook. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I really don't understand the play call. Calling it like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We are just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We check in with Holly Rowe.
I did check in with the West Virginia head coach coming out of the locker room. He loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They want to run this quarterback. Maybe a crease. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. It'll be third and long. Hawkins. Going to try to get it himself. Got a first down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Turning it on! And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use them.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Eli Holstein to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Here he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll run it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Running inside. It's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Throwing. Hawkins. Under fire. And down he goes.
And this defense has had enough. They've been burned by this guy one too many times already in this game. And they've been trying to make the adjustments on the sideline and in the locker room. And finally, they're able to get to him. And they did it because all 11 guys were on the same page. It was
Makes the grab in their space. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They go play action with Hawkins. Moves around to clear up the vision. Sails one into the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here's Holstein to throw. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed over the middle, it's Flores. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect him to pin there.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Michael Hawkins. Here's the pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Mountaineers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Here's a heat. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Epps. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And as we head for the 4th period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Michael Hawkins on the play action, moving away from pressure. Touchdown, West Virginia! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he puts through the extra point. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Mountaineers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Throwing, Holstein. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He breaks a tackle.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Fires to the big fella. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here.
Makes a grab and room to run. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Cavaliers have this offense rolling. Holstein. That's caught. It's Beebe. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He is in. Touchdown, Virginia. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Hawkins. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Hawkins from the gun on third down. Quarterback extends the play. At the 45 on his way. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Hawkins. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Into the end zone for 6.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Eli Holstein to throw. Pulls it in. It's Flores. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. It's Holstein. Fires deep on the run. He's got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
It's complete to the left. Snags it, and there's running room. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Michael Hawkins. He's got an open man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic with his feet. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Giving up some yardage, they've given up some plays, no big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Back to pass on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here's Holstein to throw. Gets it to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Open space at the 25. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. In the gun on third down. Here's Holstein. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Cavaliers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the move. Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are. what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are